Hello, I am Amanda. Today's short topic will be on how I de-stress, enjoy the present moment, and create more work-life balance in my life. Let's rewind a few months back. I just joined NUS, and there are just so many activities available. Therefore, I signed up for lots and lots of them. However, because of these activities, I feel overwhelmed and stressed as I am unable to finish my assignments on time and begin to dread going to class. Due to the overwhelming stress, I often experience headaches, insomnia, weight fluctuations, memory issues, and even mood changes. I get really irritable and moody. Sometimes, I don't even have the motivation to do any other stuff. I would rather stay in bed all day on my phone. After a while, I decided to have a talk with my good friend Jane to learn a few techniques to cope with the situation.
Here, let me help you. Firstly, there are some mindfulness techniques to come back to the present moment. Rather than freaking out about what you have to do, we can do a quick 3-minute body scan and end with a focus on the breath. Begin by taking a comfortable seated position with your back straight and feet flat on the floor. Take a couple of deeper inhales and exhales and gently let your eyes close. Turn your attention to focus on your feet, making contact with the floor, your socks or your shoes. Notice any sensations in your legs, your ankles and calves. And let the focus of your attention now travel to your hips and pelvis. If your mind has started to wander away, gently notice where it has been and come back to scanning the body. Now let your attention travel to your lower back, your middle back, and now your upper back and your shoulders. Deliberately take a bigger inhale, and as you exhale, release any tension that you may be holding in your shoulders. Notice the sensations now in your arms, in your fingers, your palms, your lower and upper arms. And finally, let your attention travel to your neck and your face and the top of the head. Just notice any physical sensations without judging or evaluating. And now expand your focus to include your entire body sitting here as a whole. Take 3 more inhales and exhales, feeling relaxed, refreshed. And when you're ready, you may blink open your eyes. So, Amanda, did that help?
Yes,
You can also download some apps such as Mindfulness to help you start on your practice.
Apart from the mindfulness techniques, I also heard that I can cultivate more nourishment in my life to achieve a better balance.
Yes! Do you know what you need to do?
Of course! To do that, I will first need to have a list of activities that I will often do on a regular workday, from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. Then, I will categorize them as either nourishing or depleting activities. Nourishing activities are those that I look forward to doing, while depleting activities are those that make me feel tired. After that, I will observe how many N's and D's there are.
Wow! No wonder you're feeling drained at the end of the day. Perhaps it is the environment or your study techniques that make an activity more depleting than it should be. Do you know how you can build more nourishment into your day? Let me give you some tips to achieve a better work-life balance. Firstly, make space for N's by removing or cutting out some D's which are non-essential. This includes mindless scrolling on social media or online shopping. Identify time slots on your calendar when you can do one or two of the nourishing activities and schedule them in, just like your work tasks. You can also use the sandwich method by putting N's before and after a D to motivate yourself. The N can act as a motivation to reward yourself to get the D's done. Thirdly, you could also adjust your attitude and mindset towards the depleting activities to make them less draining. Perhaps they're just stepping stones to help you achieve bigger goals. Or it's something that you used to love but fell out of love with. It's just like trying to get physically fitter. Sometimes you've just got to do the stuff you don't like. For example, cutting out certain unhealthy foods in order to get the results that you want. And lastly, place your weekly calendar in a visible location and track the depleting activities by adding a check mark whenever you've completed one. This way, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment every time you finish one of those tasks.
Now that I have tried these techniques, let's work together on the hardest first step. Choose a time slot of 5 to 10 minutes each day in your schedule to practice mindfulness or meditation. It would be best to do it in the morning or whenever you wake up. It's just like practicing good dental hygiene, except that this is mental hygiene. Then, on a notebook, write down 3 things that you plan to do which are nourishing during the day. And then write down the depleting tasks or activities that you will need to go through today. Let's see where we can progress from here on. All the best!